So everyone, what a thriller yesterday night it was. Literally super over game. Past midnight, India won. Arshdeep Singh's thunderbolts. It was quite a Yorker specialist, we can say, after Jasprit Bumrah, the way he bowled and everything. It was quite a what to say a reality check for India that you can also lose. India didn't lose though, but it Sri Lanka could have easily won, but they succumbed to pressure. It was quite a nerve-wracking game. Finally, something to cheer for broadcasters to see a very good game of cricket at the back end of the tournament. So, on the panel, we have got on my left-hand side, there is Anup sir, who is at the Dubai International Stadium only, giving us all the info and also the inside information about the team. And on my below, there are Ayan Chatterjee and Abhijeet Kalia, Abhijeet there. So, Anup sir, what do you think like about yesterday's game? It was quite what do you showing mirror to India. Like you can also lose because India is the only team which is unbeatable at the moment.
Yeah, true. India is the unbeatable team, and I'm glad that whatever happened yesterday, India really got a reality check. You might say a practice before the final of a tense game, what a tense game could be. So, yes, it was like, as I already predicted, mentioned yesterday, like yesterday, Pakistan didn't win the match, but it was like Bangladesh who lose the match. Similar words I will echo for this match. It is like India didn't win the match. It's like Sri Lanka lost the match. And I have some proofs validating this. Like, yeah, no doubt, Sri Lankan team, they were in this match without any pressure because they were only here for the preparation for the next year's T20 World Cup, which will happen in 4 to 5 months time from now in February. So they were efforts the same, and for that they only made one change to the squad that Janit Liana they came inside the squad. So it was a good move, but second thing, it was like on the wicket. It was expected that whoever will win the toss will bat first because second the bowling would have been in Dubai pitches. Bowling would have been supportive. So yesterday, by luck, their captain won the toss. Not by luck, but their captain won the toss, and he chose to bowl first. And then India. Yes, as you know, it has been a batting power in T20 format as well. So there were no surprises. Like for the first time, so actually we saw 200 score coming on this Asia in this Asia. A lot was expected. Like India, if they would bat first, they would get away with 200 easily. But that didn't happen even other than the light of Oman or UAE. India didn't bat first only. वो 58 था डाल देता 4 ओवर में कर दिया था. But that didn't came against the team like Oman too, where India was expected to surpass 200, though it was a Abu Dhabi pitch. But yesterday, other India got a blistering start. This man Abhishek Sharma, he is batting on a different planet. मतलब बाकी तो उस पिच पे बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो रही है. बॉल देखने के लिए भी उनको 15 to 20 डिलीवरीज लगते हैं. पर पता नहीं ये बंदा कौन से प्लेनेट पे बैटिंग कर रहा है. Third consecutive 50 history in Asia Cup, surpassing Virat Kohli's two consecutive half centuries. After that, 309 runs. The gulf between him and other batters are so much that yesterday, if Patum Nisanta wouldn't have scored the century to which I will come later, that gulf would have been very vast. So it shows the talent which India has and the level of T20 cricket which India is playing at the which potential and intent. So Abhishek Sharma is one just phenomena. मतलब हम बोलते थे law of average. I have a crazy stat. The last 29 innings of Abhishek Sharma, his lowest score is 29 and his lowest strike rate is 154. But his sub innings is above 29 runs and strike rate is above 154. Lowest उसमें भी 5 8 से 9 इनिंग्स है जिसमें उसका स्ट्राइक रेट इज अबाउट 250. मतलब ये बंदा लॉ ऑफ एवरेजेस तो ऐसे एक साथ मिलाते हैं पूरी बनाते फेंक दे रहा है बाहर. जस्ट दो हिट देता एडवांटेज ऑफ पावर प्ले और आधी मैच तो वो पावर प्ले में खत्म कर देता है. मतलब बॉलिंग टीम पे इतना प्रेशर आता है कि क्या करे इस बंदे तो आउट करे तो कैसे करे. मतलब शॉर्ट बॉल नहीं डाल सकते वो सिक्स तो हाइट कर देता है. विड्थ नहीं दे सकते वो, हर जगह पे जाते सिक्स मारे दे या बाउंड्री तो पावर प्ले में मार ही देता। सो ही इज सच ए इंसेंट बैट्समैन, एंड लॉ ऑफ एवरेज तो होता नहीं, मतलब एक होता है कि 2-3 मैचेस के बाद, 4 मैचेस के बाद बैट्समैन इज ड्यू फॉर अ फेलियर, बट ये बंदा गए 29 मैचेस में, विच इज अ इंसेंट नंबर इफ वी से इन वनडे वगैरह, तो इट्स अ गुड नंबर, क्योंकि विराट कोहली तभी पर्पल पैच था, बहुत सारे लोगों का पर्पल पैच, स्टीव स्मिथ का भी टेस्ट में था, ये सब था, बट T20 में इतने इंसेंट नंबर्स और पर्पल पैच में बैटिंग करना इज नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर एनी प्लेयर, बिकॉज T20 इज सच ए हाई इंटेंसिटी गेम दैट एवरी इट इज लाइक, तभी तभी आप ड्यू फेल्यूर के लिए भी तैयार रहना पड़ता है, ऐसे इतना कंसिस्टेंट कोई नहीं हो सकता। बट दैट्स द टैलेंट दैट व्हाट वी कॉल एक्चुअली अ जनरेशनल टैलेंट विच अभिषेक शर्मा possess, लाइक ही हैज रियली टेकन ऑन द मेंटर फ्रॉम रोहित शर्मा, क्योंकि रोहित शर्मा ने जैसे वर्ल्ड कप 2023 में फाड़ फूड़ते जो सबको पावर प्ले में बाहर भेज दिया था, अभिषेक शर्मा ने अब वो मेंटल लिया, मतलब हम बोल सकते थे एक शर्मा गया तो दूसरा शर्मा आ गया, बस ये लेफ्ट, वो राइट हैंडेड शर्मा था, ये लेफ्ट हैंडेड शर्मा है, बट है वो दोनों ही तगड़े। एंड दैट्स द वे ही स्टार्टेड, ही ब्लास्टेड 71 रन which allowed other batters to settle, even though he got out on 61 of 30. And the other batters got settled, and I was very happy to see that Indian didn't shuffle into their batting order. जो उनका एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन चल रहा था वो एटलीस्ट कल के लिए तो बंद हो गया, and I was happy to see that Sanju Samson came to bat at number 5, his original position, and Tilak Verma also got his original position. Both of them really stitched a partner. मतलब 10 ओवर में अगर इंडिया 100 प्लस था, तो उन्होंने वो मोमेंटम करते लास्ट 10 ओवर में भी 100 प्लस रन ही मारे। इट वॉज नॉट लाइक कि पहले 10 में 100 और फिर बैटिंग शफलिंग की वजह से मोमेंटम लूज आया। ग्रेट इनिंग्स बाय संजू सैमसन, 39 रन मारे, 3 सिक्सेस, beautiful hit sixes, because Sanju Samson looks artistic when he hit those sixes. एंड अदेन तिलक वर्मा ऑल्सो, उसने अपना कंसिस्टेंसी फॉर्म रहता है, जब भी उसको चांस मिले ही हैज मेड सम रन्स। यस्टरडे वाज ही आल्सो वाज अनबीटन ऑन 49। लास्ट ओवर में वो टीम के लिए खेल रहा था, इसलिए वो अपने 50 के लिए गया नहीं, वरना कल वो 50 मार ही देता। एंड हैप्पी लाइक 196 स्कोर था, इंडिया रिक्वायर्ड अ बाउंड्री फॉर 200 स्कोर, अक्षर पटेल ने 6 मारी और ये हो गई। बट श्रीलंका देन वी वुड से स्टार्टेड वेरी बैडली। तुसल मेंडिस पता नहीं उसको क्या हुआ है, वो एक्चुअली बहुत अच्छा प्लेयर है, पावर प्ले का मेन स्टे है बैटिंग का, बट ही गॉट आउट ऑन अ डक। But God hell, Pathum Nisanta and Tushal Pereira. Wow. Yesterday Jayasuriya would be more proud कि मैं जितना 90s में बैटिंग करता था, बाहर आते सबको मार रहा है, तुषल परेरा मेरी जो कार्बन टॉप है वो भी कल वैसे मारा है। बोथ कंप्लीटेड their 50s in 25 balls each, and पावर प्ले में इंडिया वाज 71, श्रीलंका वाज 72। सो पावर प्ले में ही उन्होंने मैच ले लिया था। एट अराउंड 11-12 मार, इंडिया वाज अराउंड 140, श्री इंडिया वाज अराउंड 125 130, श्रीलंका वाज ऑलरेडी रेस्ट अप टू 147। मतलब इन दोनों ने इंडियन बॉलर्स तो पागल तरह, ऑब्वियसली यस्टरडे बुमराह वाज रेस्टेड एंड देयर वाज नो शिवम दुबे, बट द बुमराह ना होने की वजह हर्षित राणा जो गंभीरता जो प्रोडिजी चाइल्ड है, उसको मार मार के तुम्बा बना दिया था इन्होंने पावर प्ले में। 3 ओवर 44 था मन, बहुत मारा था। और अर्शदीप सिंह भी मतलब अर्शदीप सिंह दो ही टेम बैट लेटर विच आई विल टॉक अबाउट, पर उसको ना उसका एक प्रॉब्लम है कि उसको शुरुआत के ओवर में थोड़ा वो होता है ना, बॉल की बॉडी थोड़ी गर्म होनी पड़ती है, उसको थोड़ा रिदम में आने के लिए टाइम लगता है, और उसने उतने में उसको बहुत रन्स मारे जाते हैं। दैट एग्जैक्टली हैपेंड यस्टरडे, बट समवेयर आफ्टर the fall of wicket of Tushal Pereira, there was actually a change in the match, because Varun Chakravarti and Kuldeep Yadav, the India's main bowlers in this tournament, Kuldeep Yadav with phenomenal record in this tournament going on, best bowler in the tournament, they started to squeeze Sri Lanka a little bit, और जो उनका पुराना प्रॉब्लम था वो रिसरफेस हो गया कि मैं उनका जो ओपनर्स और अच्छे करने वाले अदर आउट हो जाते हैं, तो मिडल ऑर्डर फिर दे लॉस्ट विकेट इन क्लस्टर, वही हुआ। चरित असलंका एंड तमिंदु मेंडिस वर नॉट एबल टू फाइंड रन्स इजीली। द बैटर हु वाज बैटिंग रियली वेरी वेल, पतुन नसंता, वाज स्ट्रैंडेड ऑन द अदर एंड। तो उस वजह से ये हुआ कि उन पे उतना प्रेशर आया कि 46 was required around 50 odd runs were required in last 5 overs, which is possible in modern era T20. 46 were required in 24, and suddenly it was like 40 in 20 balls after the wicket of Tamindu Mendes. From there, Arshdeep Singh came back and showed his mettle कि why I am number one T20 Indian bowler. 19th over उसने बॉल डाली, he only gave away 3 runs. So that was where India chose, and then final over was a bit of gamble because Surya knew हार भी गए तो भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं, फाइनल में तो हम ही खेलने वाले, दिस इज जस्ट अ मैच। बट वो बहुत बड़ा गैम्बल था दैट ही देव हर्षित राणा चांस थी, भाई यू हैव डन इट। और हर्षित राणा ने इससे पहले अच्छा किया हुआ है, क्योंकि यू रिमेंबर दैट मैच इन आईपीएल वर्सेस हैदराबाद, हेनरी क्लासन वर दो इन होम एंड टॉन्स इन एक्सेस ऑफ चेजिंग 200, बट हर्षित राणा लास्ट ओवर में आया, उसने क्लासन से विकेट लेते हैदराबाद से मैच जीता, कलकत्ता सिर्फ 5 रन से। यस्टरडे भी वैसा ही हुआ, हर्षित राणा आया और फर्स्ट बॉल the Patum Nissan he might be tired or what. He tried to hike it over the third man fielder, but there was like third man was stationed exactly on the edge of the circle. So that's where Varun ball सीधा वरुण चक्रवर्ती के हाथ में गया, and there the game was done and dusted because Janit ने the other फिर भी आए। ही वॉज सिटिंग इन पेविलियन फॉर 16, आने के बाद उसको थोड़ा आई इन करने के लिए भी टाइम लगता है। And the last ball blunder by Sri Lanka really cost them because it was easy three. Archer Patel has not fielded well, but still, I don't know what the hell happened to Dashun Shanata. Just brain feed that he was started swimming on the cricket ground at the striker, non-strikers and strikers end, and that allowed Sri Lanka to get 2 runs and go into the super over. And in super over also, so much drama, sir, in super over too. And no matter why didn't Patum Nisanta didn't came to bat, many questioned about that. My logic would be saying that Patum Nisanta इसलिए नहीं आया क्योंकि एक बार होता है कि जब अंदर होता है तब हीट में उनका एड्रेनलिन रश होता है, बट एक बार बॉडी कूल डाउन हो जाती है तो बैट्समैन तो थोड़ा वार्म अप करने के लिए टाइम लगता है, और सुपर ओवर में इतना टाइम नहीं होता, इसलिए पतुम नसंता तो उन्होंने रेस्ट दिया होता। बट तुसल परेरा टेम पहले बॉल पे हॉइक करने गया, कैच ले लिया, रिंतु सिंह टूट दैट कैच। एंड सेकेंडली फिर वो जो ड्रामा हुआ कि ही वॉज थॉट दसुन सनता वॉज थॉट गिवन थॉट बिहाइंड, पर उधर से अंपायर हाथ ऊपर स्क्वेयर लेग अंपायर ने किया था, पर सामने वाला करने से पहले ही संजू सैमसन ने बॉल थ्रो कर दिया था, तो उस वजह से रनआउट के लिए अपील हुआ। पर वो अपील गया थॉट बिहाइंड के लिए, क्योंकि पहले से थॉट बिहाइंड था तो वो बॉल डेड हो गया, इस पे उसको नॉट आउट हुआ। फिर इंडियन प्लेयर जाके बोलने लगे अंपायर तो भाई क्या कर रहा है, उसके बाद श्रीलंकन भी आ गए। सो इट वॉज सो मच ड्रामा इन द सुपर, अल्टीमेटली वॉज गिवन नॉट आउट, पर उसका तो यूज नहीं हुआ। अगले ही बॉल पे मारने गया दसुन शनता, और फिर जितेश शर्मा जो दूसरा प्लेयर बेंच पे था, मतलब कल सारे बेंच वाले फील्डर्स भी लाइमलाइट में आ गए कि बंदों ने वो भी कैच ले लिया कि एवरीवन हैज देयर कंट्रीब्यूशन इन द मैच। एंड फाइनल 3 रन थे वो, तो सूर्या पहले बॉल पे 3 रन लेते, सूर्या बोला ठीक है मैं नॉट आउट कैप्टन बनते चला जाता हूँ, ऐसे करके मैच जीत गया इंडिया। बट इट वाज रियली अ हार्ड शेप फॉर इंडिया बिकॉज या जसप्रीत बुमराह नहीं था, ये था, वी वुड एक्सेप्ट दैट, बट इट्स लाइक टुमारो इफ जसप्रीत बुमराह सेकंड वर्कलोड मैनेजर, बहुत बार ऐसा होता वो इंडिया हैज टू प्ले विदाउट जसप्रीत बुमराह, उसके बिना अपनी फास्ट बॉलिंग लुक्स वेरी वल्नरेबल। लीव असाइड हर्षदीप सिंह, ही माइट मेक द कमबैक, पर अगर पहले उसने बहुत ज्यादा रन दिए तो कमबैक करके भी इंडिया को फायदा नहीं हुआ, तो इंडिया मस्ट नीड टू वर्क ऑन दैट लेवल एज वेल ऑफ फास्ट बॉलिंग। बाकी तो इंडिया इज सॉर्टेड, एंड होपफुली फाइनल में तो बहुत सारे मिस्टेक्स रेक्टिफाई हो, जसप्रीत बुमराह विल कम बैक। देर इज हार्दिक तो कल एक ही ओवर डालते अंदर भेजा दिया, कुछ तो उसको इश्यू है, क्रैम्प है या निदल है, उसका अभी तक जस्टिफिकेशन नहीं आया है। तिलक वर्मा तो थोड़े आए थे क्रैम्प्स, वो ठीक है, वो अंदर चला गया था। सो देर आर लिटिल बिट, दुबई में हीट भी इतने थी, लो प्लेयर्स तो क्रैम्प्स और ये आ रहे हैं रेगुलर बेसिस पे, तो होपफुली हार्दिक पांड्या इज वेल सेटल एंड विल बी अवेलेबल टुमारो। बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट 12th मैच में वापस से हर्षित राणा हर्षदीप बाहर जाएंगे, दैट वी विल टॉक लेटर, and Jasprit and Shivam will make their return. So overall, Sri Lanka really played well. आई स्टिल बिलीव कि लोग बोलते होंगे कि पाकिस्तान ने सबका मुंह बंद किया, ये किया, और अब एशिया कप में फाइनल में पहुंच के सेकेंड बेस्ट टीम हो गए।
Yeah.
नो, अभी तक अकॉर्डिंग टू मी श्रीलंका इज स्टिल द सेकेंड बेस्ट एशियन टीम। यस, उनके परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन इस बार लीग स्टेज में बहुत अच्छे चले। तीनों के तीनों मैच जो सुपर फोर में समवट दे फॉल्टर इन फर्स्ट टू मैच, यही परफॉर्मेंस अगर वो इधर बांग्लादेश और पाकिस्तान दे देते तो चलता मैच सिर्फ ड्रेस रिहर्सल होता फाइनल के लिए, एंड श्रीलंका वुड हैव गिवन रियली टफ टाइम टू इंडिया इवन इन द फाइनल। मतलब हम बोलते थे श्रीलंका भी एशिया कप जीत सकती, बिकॉज दे वन एशिया कप 6 टाइम्स। कम ऑन, इंडिया 8 टाइम्स है तो श्रीलंका भी 6 टाइम्स है। एंड दे लास्ट टाइम ऑल्सो 2022 यूएई में श्रीलंका हैज वन द एशिया कप इन T20 फॉर्मेट, मतलब देवर डिफेंडिंग चैंपियंस। तो जय सूर्या रियली बिफोर द वर्ल्ड कप नीड्स टू वर्क ऑन दिस एरिया। मेन है कि बीच में क्लस्टर्स में विकेट न जाए, ये पॉइंट पे उसको बहुत ज्यादा वर्क करना पड़ेगा जयसूर्या। तो बाकी श्रीलंका इज वेल सॉर्टेड, अच्छी टीम है, गुड। दैट्स माई होल टेक।
Yeah, if you ask me, you said about Abhishek Sharma, generational talent. We say everything about the same play, the same thing. Huh? Earlier, Prithvi Shaw used to say the same thing. Shubman Gill used to say the same thing. No doubt, he is playing on a very different surface and all that. The only thing which separates Abhishek Sharma is that he has got the license to go out there and just play shots. That's it. And Shubman Gill is there to protect him. And if Shubman Gill gets out, then Abhishek Sharma can play a good way. So the way I remember his knock against England, that one KD game when he scored 150 odd runs, like 150, that was a something really special. He just took on Jofra, Mark Wood, all the England fast bowlers. So he has the natural bat swing and everything. Just like Nicholas Puran has the bat swing, no, the same kind of bat swing Abhishek Sharma. Both are not that bulky individuals, Puran and Abhishek. But Abhishek Sharma has got the technique as well. He's very raw, and he's in one of his interview he had said that he got the training from Ricky Ponting, from Yuvraj Singh, his mentor, and everything to play his natural game. Look, there was Virendra Sehwag one who never used to defense. His national game was attacking, and national game Abhishek Sharma is also attacking one. It's simple as that. Don't hamper, don't change the game plan of everyone. Not everyone is a Dravid, not everyone is a Sehwag, not everyone is a Virat or Rohit. Play them. That freedom he is getting, no, from the management, from the coaching staff, and everyone. So, Ayan, what's your take? Like yesterday's game, Sri Lanka would be very much upset because they lost a game which they should have won. But it's not like their batting unit. If you look at it, they have some senior players present there. It's not like Asalanka is senior, Kamindu Mendis we can say is mid-senior, intermediate player. Dasun Shanaka is there. Still they lost to win the game. That Pathum Nisanka is giving his heart out. He's smashing a century. Still they are able to lose the game. I mean, there are some technical errors or what? What do you say?
Yeah, as Anup sir already said, Sri Lanka lost the game more than India winning it. Definitely. I mean, Sri Lanka were in a pole position. I mean, after 10 overs, I think they needed 89 of the back 10 with 9 wickets in hand. So Sri Lanka were definitely in the pole position. But there was always this fear, and I think India also knew it, looking at the past performances of Sri Lanka, that if they can break the long partnership, they'll be back in the game. And that's what happened. Kusal Pereira got out, and then Pathum Nisanga was stranded at one end. And I'm really surprised to see the performances of Charit Asalanka and coming to Mendes. Not only yesterday, but throughout the tournament. They haven't performed up to the potential, if you ask. Charit Asalanka and coming to Mendes. These two players failing in the middle order meant that India got back in the game, and it was only due to Dashan Shanaka's 22 of 11 towards the end that we got into the super over. Otherwise, we would not have got into the super over either. I mean, that is how this collapses. This middle model is the problem for Sri Lanka, the middle order. And as soon as one falls, and then others also start falling. Sri Lanka will be disappointed that they couldn't get over the line. They should have won it in normal time, in my view. And India would have got a more reality check. India have already got a reality check. I mean, ahead of the final, the bowling got exposed in the absence of Bumrah, the fast bowling especially. I mean, with the new ball, Arshdeep Singh and Harshit Rana, they're not they're not up there as far as for bowling with the new ball is concerned, as far as I'm concerned. And then the spinners rescued India towards the end, Varun Chakravarti and Kuldeep Yadav. Aksar had a bit of an off day with the ball, you can say. But all in all, it was a good wake-up call for India, something they needed before the final. Because sometimes you need that, because that will help them to work on the areas ahead of the big final that is coming up tomorrow night. So that's my view. Sri
Yeah.
Lanka should have won this game more than India winning it. India winning it, India will be happy to get the points, but Sri Lanka should have at least. There's no justice that they played three and lost three in the Super Four stage. They're a much better team than that. But that's how
Yeah,
reality is. We remember the results at the end of the day, not how you have performed and how
yeah,
effort you have given. The results matter at the end, and Sri Lanka are not going to the
yes.
finals.
And also Jaswir said that he's proud of the team who has
Yeah.
played. He also said the process is important after all. After all, our MS Dhoni also said process is important, not result. So Abhijit, your final take, and then we can wrap up this video. Do you think India can really be happy with their win? Because it was like मौत के मुंह से बाहर निकल के आ गए मतलब it was like that kind of victory.
Uh, First of all, actually, it's this match was really important for India. It was like a wake up call for them. In this match, they all the boxes were ticked. The batters like Sanju Samson and Dilip Verma scored some crucial runs, and also Akshar Patel made some handful runs, which helped India to get a good total. So, but still, Yadav has to do something more than just standing there, and he really needs to make some runs. So I think Sri Lanka would be really much proud of their batters because they played really well. Before this match, in the video, I already told you Sri Lanka is the only team who is confident and experienced enough to make this Indian team in shackles and actually win a match. And it's exactly what happened in the yesterday. They played a really good innings, even though Kushal Mendes gave away his wicket, gave away his first wicket, but still Kushal Pereira played a great innings and Shanaka scored 100. So I think Sri Lanka would be happy with their performance, but still in super over, they 2 for 2. It was very disappointing for them, and still I think India needed this match because they needed to know their weaknesses, because Indian batters are really much dependent on Abhishek Sharma. Yes, he's scoring some runs, but you never know when luck is not in his way and he might get out. So seeing Samson and Tilak and Surya Kumar and Gill performing really well, it's actually a good thing for India. And still they need to work on their bowling. If Shadip Singh is picked for the final and he is going to bowl, so I think really needs to find his rhythm, because amount of runs that he is slipping away, it's really can cause some really harm to the Indian batting lineup. So I think overall it was a very good match. We didn't expect
Yeah.
that India would get so close to a loss, but still, Sri Lanka played a really good innings, especially Shanaka and Pereira, and they had Indian fans and Indian players have their respect, and it's an excellent match to watch. So as an Indian fan too, it was a really good innings to watch of Shanaka. So I think that's from my side.
Yeah, Nisanka played a smash century which went into the win, but it will keep them in good state in the T20 World Cup 2026, which is in India and Sri Lanka. Conditions are similar, we can say. A lot cold, we can say, during February, March. It's not like that much humid as now in Dubai and everyone. But I would like to just say one thing. Surya Kumar Yadav is not scoring runs, and I guess it's not mandatory for him for anything longer now that he needs to score runs because he's the favorite of Gautam Gambhir. He knows that Gautam Gambhir will safeguard his position no matter what happens because Hardik Pandya is the front runner, is still the front runner to lead the captaincy. But what Gambhir doesn't want to work with him. That's why they sideline him, make him bowl 1 over only. It's all a part of intra what you say politics and everything. But Surya is very happy now. No matter what happens, go with the press conference and smile to say India Pakistan is not a rivalry. Don't do handshake controversy. Generate some kind of controversy. That's the job of captain, not to score runs. No, no. Virat was an idiot. Who is to score runs? Rohit was an idiot who is to score runs. Surya, no, no. Why? Who needs to score runs? Abhishek is there now. Make him the captain then. So let's see. We will do the India versus Pakistan video as well. We'll talk about that in brief. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ayan, Anup, and Abhijit, all three aces of our videos. So thank you, everyone.